Welcome to Doctors of the Past. In this video, we take a look at the private letters of Claudius Tiberianus and Claudius Terentianus. Stay with us, subscribe, and thank you very much for your time. Private correspondence from antiquity, preserved mostly on papyri, constitutes a source of great relevance for reconstructing daily life and the psychology of individuals. Unlike official documents, these missives offer a much more personal image of their authors, allowing for a more human interpretation of ancient society. The study of these documents is fundamental to understanding the interpersonal and family ties that defined the social structure in Roman provinces like Egypt. The archaeological context of Correspondence, located in the Fayum, has been key to the preservation of these voices. The settlement was inhabited uninterruptedly between the 3rd century BC and the 7th century AD, from the Ptolemaic era to the Sasanian conquest. Excavations by the University of Michigan, carried out under the initiative of Professor Francis W. Kelsey between 1924 and 1935, allowed for the discovery of the archive of Claudius Tiberianus. The documents were found deliberately hidden under a staircase in a building of considerable size, catalogued as House C, B167. This find belongs to Occupation Level C, dated approximately between the years 80 and 180 AD. In total, 36 written documents were recovered, 16 letters, 4 ostraca, and 16 texts of administrative and literary nature. These documents reflect the complexity of bilingualism in the Roman military environment. The corpus includes letters in both Latin and Greek. The Latin ones are drafted in Vulgar Latin, strongly influenced by the Greek of the Koine. It has been suggested that Latin functioned as the familiar and daily language between Tiberianus and Terentianus, while Greek was adapted for matters of an official or administrative nature. Although most of the texts appear to have been drafted by professional scribes, some missives suggest that Terentianus possessed greater natural fluency in Greek than in Latin. The correspondence between Claudius Tiberianus and Terentianus reveals a relationship based on patronage and filial affection. Tiberianus served as a speculator, a position of prestige within the prefect's general headquarters in Egypt. Terentianus, despite his initial aspirations to join the legion, was forced to enlist in the Augusta Alexandrina fleet following the failure of a recommendation letter from a colleague of Tiberianus named Marcellus. The letters document his service on the Liburna Neptunus and his longing to be transferred to a cohort or legion, a goal he would finally achieve. The nature of their kinship has been a subject of debate. Although they refer to each other as father and son, it is very probable that Terentianus' natural father was Ptolemy, meaning Tiberianus acted as his protector and patron. The content of the letters constitutes a valuable record of logistical and personal details. Terentianus urgently requests Tiberianus to send military equipment, including a combat sword or gladius pugnatorius, a spear, a pickaxe, and various tunics and trousers. The exchanges also included food, such as Alexandrian breads flavored with cumin, glass table services, and amphoras of olives. Beyond the everyday, the correspondence captures echoes of political and military history, such as Terentianus' participation in the suppression of the Jewish insurrection of the years 116 to 117 in Alexandria. In his accounts, he describes how he and his comrades found themselves exhausted by fatigue while trying to control the tumults of the city. Finally, the discovery of fragments of literary works, such as the passages of Thucydides documented in the same dwelling, suggests that this military family possessed a cultural level and an interest in reading that transcended the military sphere. That concludes today's dose. If you liked it, look for more tablets on our channel. Next week, divinatory clay models in the ancient Near East.